All right, so this is just a quick little recording of movie review synopsis type thing.
A BNK movie review.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the truck off. I know it's kind of cold, it's raining and whatnot, but anyway, we just saw the book Clarence. Put it this way, I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A because I always like religious based movies where they maximize those thought processes of, hey, this person's conflicted about the existence of God, the existential nihilism, where he feels like he's the smartest man, or not even feels like smart, like he feels like he's smart enough to know, like, y'all believing in some pagan bull stuff, right?
Right.
And then the full time he actually gets his, well, we're not going to spoil it, but he gets his comeuppance, right? And his comeuppance is, again, I can't really say it without spoiling it, but he understands that his beliefs are challenged. Yeah. Let's just say that. His beliefs are challenged all the way up until the end of the movie. And that's good that they kept on that because he kept encountering people who did believe and who didn't believe.
Yeah.
People who were of the world, people who were for the world.
Yes.
And then finally, when you have the big reveal of you-know-who character, again, if you're going to go see the movie Book of Clarence, you should already know who the big you-know-who character is. We're not trying not to say his name. We're just,
Yeah, just...
It's hard not to say without spoiling
Go watch the movie. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny to me. There was a lot of funny moments in there.
I had a couple of ha-has. I didn't have a lot.
I did. You saw me.
You were...
Because I like the awkwardness of certain scenes and stuff. That shit was funny to me.
Like the pronunciation of names.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was funny. It was a good movie. I was not expecting that because, again, I just saw the preview for it.
I watched no previews, except for the trailer when we saw
I'm not even talking about a full preview. I'm talking about, I saw an interview with one of the characters is Tiana Taylor. If you guys don't know who that is, literally Google her. She has a song called Google Me, Baby. Anyway.
Wow.
So,
okay.
But I saw, somebody was interviewing her, and I literally saw, that first opening scene. And then I was like, oh, okay, this seems interesting. Little did we know that the movie literally came out yesterday.
It really did.
So
at the time of this posting.
Yeah, today is January 13th. Yeah. So we literally, I was like, do you want to go see a movie? And we did. Yeah. So, it's a good movie because you could tell that the parts that are based on facts is facts. You feel me? It's based on,
It is a fiction movie, though.
It's a fictional movie, but it has a lot of,
historical context.
Historical thing. And the thing that I do like, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody,
Try not to.
I like how they were able to highlight the tensions between the two major groups. The Romans.
Well, it's not a spoiler to say the Romans.
Okay, so the Romans and the... What do you call them? The Jerusalem.
You know what? They never said...
They never had a name, but they were from Jerusalem. And they were not... the people that we see today in Jerusalem.
They would always say they would always say kingdom.
Yeah.
They would say kingdom in this movie. They wouldn't per se say Jerusalem.
Yeah.
I noticed that because they never said people of.
They never
even when they had the crowd meetings, they never said people of how every other movie in the world that does biblical times when you had the person out there being the speaker or the PA box, right? They always say people of such and such village or people of such and such shire, whatever.
They said village. They said village in the.
It was definitely a village,
and it was a good movie. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good movie.
Some surprising roles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ghana because I see some Ghanaians all up in the
Okay,
room.
I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let her get it. Go ahead.
But no, I saw a few Ghanaians up in there. I was so proud. I was like, look at us! Oh my gosh, we out here.
I saw some niggas.
And I love the cinematography. It was beautifully shot.
It was beautiful. I don't understand this. I mean, there's only so many, as an editor, there's only so many transitions you can do before a scene is just a hard set.
Yeah.
The Star Wars transitions, the slow fades to the right. The weird extreme zoom in.
Remember the thing? Oh yeah, the zoom in was was a feature. That was definitely a feature in the movie.
Not trying to spoil it, but there's a scene where it zooms in on the person's face, and you know who I'm talking about at the climax almost. And it's why keep doing that silhouette? What are you trying to convey? It's are we in the eyes of the person?
I would think that it's supposed to be something where you cannot focus on anything else. Focus on this.
But this.
Because the way they zoomed in, it was zoomed in and everything else is blackened out. Everything is blacked out.
Yeah.
So it's really a zoom in. It's not like a zoom in where you can still see the background. No.
No, it's actually blackened.
It's blacked out,
opaque.
zoomed in. The only thing you can see is this center focal point. And that is what you got to focus on.
So for my art people, it's the gestalt is the image matter, and the rest of it is a complete blackout.
Yeah.
It's a complete Rembrandt effect where it's just highlighting like the eye of the Rembrandt triangle, if y'all know what that is. And my art people should know. Okay, but overall, like I said, we don't want to be too long-winded. As you can say, we're fresh out the movie.
Yeah.
Of course, there's going to be stuff we're going to go back and kind of marinate on because we're going to go get something to eat.
Yeah.
And just kind of like, because the way I see it, like I said, it's not a factual movie. Obviously, there's no book of Clarence, but maybe there's a book of something that's missing.
Maybe. They did remove some books out the...
like the book of Enoch.
They removed some books out of the Bible.
Right.
So,
and then, they did use the real names of the disciples. Yeah, so it's kind of like, I don't want to say that I believe this, but I'm like, did Thomas have a brother?
Yeah.
Like
that's
a
what
twin?
I was like, did he have a twin?
How out of all the disciples, why Thomas?
That's the thing. That was what I was... interested in too, because again, there's how many disciples? 12 disciples.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why did they focus on that one in particular?
Yeah, I don't remember all of them, but it's Peter, Mark, John, Tom, Judas, Mary Magdalene wasn't really.
She wasn't an official disciple, but we all know
she
why.
Low-key.
It was because again, patriarchy. It was heavy in those times, and then, so we know why they didn't count her.
And then the other ones, I don't even remember. Michael, I think Michael was one of them.
No, there's no Michael. There's no Michael.
Did I say John already?
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew.
John wasn't technically a disciple. He was his own thing.
He's his own thing? The book of John was his own thing?
No, that's a different John. Okay, no, there's two Johns, because there's John the Baptist and then there's John.
Yeah, John the Baptist was actually in the movie. So
and he was funny.
Yeah, let's not spoil it while he's in there. But
oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, you guys have to see the movie. You have to see it because it's funny.
Recommended.
It's funny. It's funny in some parts, and it's it's a tearjerker in other parts. You go through all the emotions of what a movie will put you through.
The hero's journey for sure.
Yeah,
especially with Clarence. You even Elijah, he had his own little hero's journey when he had his moment. Again, no spoilers. Without trying, we're actually, I think we're doing pretty good in not spoiling it. This is our second movie reel aside from They Clone Tyrone.
Right, which is also a good movie. You should guys go see that.
Definitely
one.
Worth that. If that was in theaters, I would have paid to see that. But they showed 3 separate heroes' journeys, 4 if you count old girl Mary, but she was like peppered in there.
She was in the beginning scene, which we kind of missed a few because we were standing in line.
God, that is just the running thing.
It really is. We always miss the first 5 minutes of the freaking movie.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, where we are.
Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, she's peppered in there. She has her little hero's journey too when she has that understanding. Yeah. And then it's like...
There was a cool Matrix reference scene in there.
Don't.
I'm just saying it's a reference scene. It's not... Okay. They're not going to know what that is. I'm just going to say it's a cool...
There's some hard Matrix references, and it's going to be one of the few. But anyways...
You'll know if you see the movie.
If you know, you know.
Exactly.
So with that being said, is any closing thoughts?
I would 100% recommend going to see this. Where we saw it, the demographic is not giving people who would go and see that movie.
That was my biggest thing when we first walked in. I was like, why is this playing this?
It was kind of empty over there, but hey, if you go to a place where there's a lot of melanated folks, it'll probably be popping. It would be popping. Like if we went to go see this in one of them cities, it would be. Yeah. You would be laughing a lot more because you would be able to.
The energy would be felt in the room. Yeah, you can tell it was just us, maybe 4 other people. Yeah, 2 other couples. Yes, and this is
that was it.
At least the seats were nice.
The seats were really nice. I never been in the theater with all that.
But anyways, the theater was empty. Like I said, opening day was yesterday apparently, and we were here today. But it's like, okay, cool. Now, also not forgetting, we saw Matinee.
Yeah, we did see
early Saturday.
That's true. We saw our movie time was 4:20 or something, 4:30.
4:20 exactly.
But we got in at 4:30.
Listen.
Again, we don't watch previews. We know.
Listen, maybe the movie started on CPT time too.
That's why we were like,
we saw the credits on the screen, we did. The opening intro. Hey yo, hey yo.
And then the thing that really gets me is how I like how they were able to kind of tie in where the false depiction of one of the I'm just saying I'm not giving it, but I'm just saying that was kind of funny to me. I'm not gonna lie because I was like,
it's a hat tip.
You see how the translation, it was lost in translation. You can see.
Because even we were like, is that how it is? Is that what is that what
they're gonna do?
Is it? Are they really gonna go the whole Borgia route? And it's like,
and they did.
Hey yo. Okay. All right. Well, let's stop before we end up spoiling something.
Yeah, you guys have to see the movie. It's a good movie.
I would pay full. It would be full price even if we saw it not at matinee. We just happened to be driving. We're like, let's just go catch a flick.
Yeah, we're just like, well, let's watch a movie.
It's Saturday. Let's just go catch a flick, and then that was it. So this is Agent Clyde
and Black Bunny Bay signing out,
and then adieu to you.
Bye.